Okay, do you just want to introduce who you are and what this is all about?
Alison Hernandez, Police and Crime Commissioner for Devon and Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly.
Shaun Sawyer, Chief Constable for Devon and Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly.
We're just actually talking about the ability to put forward a grant, a special grant, a sort of bid to government really, for the effects of summer policing on this police force. So all our community knows we get busy in the summer, but as many will know, they've also just received their council tax bills. They're aware that there's been an increase on their precept this year and last year, and I'm saying 41% of our funding for the police force is funded by our local community. And I don't think that's fully fair, and we want to apply for this special grant for some one-off funding from government about recognising the challenges of summer policing in our patch.
Do you just want to talk a little bit about what those challenges of summer policing in Devon and Cornwall are, and how many more people visit the area over the summer?
So our data sets from Visit Cornwall, Visit Devon are indicating an 11 million remit of visitors. We want to look at the granularity of that. And what do we mean by summer? So summer really begins from that mid-May holiday, but goes through to September for us. We see changes of 20%, even 25% in some of our key areas, our key indicators. Those can be 999 calls, non-emergency calls, missing people, but also things like domestic violence, roads collisions. And as the Commissioner rightly says, we're funded through government and local taxpayers for a population of 1.7 million people. 11 million visitors is great news for tourism. It gives a lot of money back to the Treasury, but doesn't appear in our base budget. And it can't be right that policing services here in Devon and Cornwall are often on hold over those 4 or 5 months, but which local people have paid for and deserve. And therefore, we want to challenge that as we have in recent years. And the Commissioner has negotiated with the Policing Minister the opportunity for us to make this business case. There's no assumptions that we'll win it, but I'll be providing a report to the Commissioner in June for her early consideration.
And sort of how much money are you roughly asking for from the government for this?
Well, at the moment, because we've got to look at the data and actually the wide impact, we're looking for a fair few million, but I won't give you an exact figure at this stage till we've done the piece of work. But I think the biggest thing here is to really get recognised by the decision makers in London about how policing is funded. This is an opportunity to raise our visibility of the challenges of Devon and Cornwall, and also in preparation for the comprehensive spending review that we really hope we're going to get an uplift in our base budget, and also any future funding formula for policing that happens. This is a sort of step on the journey towards that, and we've yet to work up all the full detail, but it's the first practical step we've ever taken about how to get more recognition for summer policing challenges in this force area.
And obviously there's lots of issues. Obviously police numbers have gone down, visitor numbers have gone up, but that doesn't appear to have been reflected in how you're funded and the impact it's having on communities in Devon and Cornwall over the summer.
Absolutely, clearly, and we will have had to play our part in austerity. It's not just us, it's our colleagues in NHS, it's our colleagues in local government, Highways Agency and many others. But the reality is the Commissioner has rightly asked me to find the savings. I must and should do that. I should run an efficient business. But we have got to the point with roughly 1,000 people less and a demand that has increased because of greater visitors, which is great for the local economy, but also the complexity of crime that we have nowadays, that they're almost like the scissors of doom. You can't carry on this way. And so what we're doing is we're stopping doing things that we want to do for the community we serve. My job is to keep everybody safe, whether they reside here, whether they have a holiday home, or whether they're a visitor. Primary responsibility to which the Commissioner holds me to account. But it's coming at the cost of stopping doing the other things that local people pay for and should receive.
And do you know roughly when you might hear back from the government as to whether you've been successful in getting this money?
Well, there's a limited pot of money. The Policing Minister has already written back to say he's looking forward to seeing our application, but reminding me that it's £20 million less, so there's £73 million to apply into. There is no deadline for it, and it's usually only used, this pot of money, for exceptional or unexpected events, and we're saying this is exceptional that we're applying for this money, so we wouldn't be expecting to receive it until way after the summer, when we put the full application in and actually get some sort of sounding from the government on that.